Hey guys, welcome back to episode 2 of Silverrun Forest. So, last episode we just started to set up our land clearing operation. Today we are carrying on with the logging. I've just leased the Prinoth 300 Raptor to help clear some brush, give us a bit of a working area for staging and sort of handling our logs. And also we're going to clear some of these tree stumps that we've just cut down. So if you haven't used this forestry mulcher before, it's actually quite handy in the fact that it not only does it clear the ground of stumps and small trees and bushes, it also leaves a field state, so a cultivated field state. So if we look at our map, go over to growth, we will see we've got a whole area that's been cultivated, and that's all thanks to, so turn on forestry mulcher, get that underway. And if you want to plow it, all you basically do is put the tines in the ground and then drive backwards, and then that will start to give you a plowed state as well. So it's a little bit of a slow process. I mean, I suppose you could just subsoil it with a field creator mod, but it still doesn't really address the stump issue. I could use the Lizard TRX 600 to delete the trees, but then if I accidentally touch the logs that I want to retain, it'll delete those as well. So probably not super ideal. The other thing this thing is really good for is making paths in your forestry area, so you can clearly identify logs and stumps and stuff. So here we go, we've got a stump here we're about to take out. Nice one. So let's get that shoot up. Good. I'm going to take out this pagoda dagwood, because it doesn't really serve me any, doesn't do me any benefit with the tree harvester. So if we can actually push this over, there we go, we've just killed it. So if I lift the harvester up, yeah, that's got it. So what we'll do is we're just going to drive over this a few times, and there you go, Gonskis. Now we want to try and avoid doing that accidentally to our target trees. So everything else we can just... So we're just trying to clear a bit of an area in and around. Oh yeah, there's a stump just there. Let's get that one. Let's just get this one, it's not very big, so get that push over. There we go. So you can see there we're just sort of cleaning up that brush. It's a bit of a loose tree there. I think that might have been a small. So I'll show you the plowed state. So if we lower these tines just here, you'll see that we'll get a plowed state as we drive off. So I'm going to lift them back up because I'm not too worried about the plowed state at the moment. Just lift that guard up, and we can carry on. So it's really much of a muchness if you go forwards or backwards. You can see it just makes short work of these little bushes. So this is going to be really good to help us see where we're working, what we're doing. So get that cruise control on. Some of these big shrubs. So this will just help us to identify trees and logs and stuff. The other option you can do is you can just paint over the grassed area, but it can be a bit expensive, so. Let's see if we can't get rid of some of these stumps. Yeah, that one was easy. So let's get up above that one. There we go. Gone. So that was the one we left a little bit high in the previous episode. Caused us a little bit of a problem. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear out this little section here. Just to help give us some room to work with. So we should be able to knock over these trees pretty easily. Not so much worried about the grass at this stage, I'm just worried about the bushes, so I can get those out of the way. That'll just help us get. Okay. So we got a little bit of an area there to work with. Now I want to see if there's anything in build mode that I can use, so what do we got here? Wood storage. So I want to sort of stack the logs up against it. Okay, that's not really going to do anything for me. Let's have a look at the containers. Probably going to be the same. What about productions? Probably nothing here really either. What about decoration? Maybe a fence might do it. If we can get a concrete fence. Placeable concrete barrier. Let's see what this does. Yeah, probably not going to work. All right, let's just carry on. So I've got to remember how to. So that way. Okay. Good to know. So I'm just going to try and group these into bundles, push them over to here, and then go from there. So I'll get these guys into this little group. See if we can't. So we'll try and improve our log handling ability as we go. Let's get rid of that. The other thing I need to consider is the train as well, because I don't want to get any of these on the tracks. Go. Because normally how these log grapples work in real life is basically what you do is you skim that along the ground, get a bit of speed up, and then you basically pick up a load just like that. Basically what we need is we need something to push against. So let's just dump this into the pile. See if we can't straighten it up a little bit. Let's drive around this. Hopefully I don't smash into that tree, which I just did. Let's try this again. Let's get a few more trees cut down so we can. So let's turn the tree harvester on to start with. Alright, let's lengthen up our bales. Cut the wood first. Let's try 8-meter bales this time. So this is just going to reduce our overall handling of the timber. Let's lift that up if we can. So what lengths do we have? 9, 10, 12, 15, 20 maximum. Yeah, let's go 9 meters. Alright. What I might start to do actually is grab those cut trees, drag them back to where my piles are. And just try and start to make it a little bit easier to recover them. Let's go down a bit, in a bit. Nope, might not be far, might be too far. Yeah, it's going to be a nice length of log right there. Kind of not even really worth worrying about these, to be honest, because they're so small. Come on, where's that cut indicator? Okay, let's go for this one just in front. Alright, I think we'll cut this one down here and then we'll get the forestry mulcher in and go for another pass through. Alright, let's get... So we'll drive this guy up a little bit further actually. Okay, jump into our wheel loader just here. See if we can't pick up some of these. So I wonder if a front loader bucket might be actually better for pushing them around. I mean, obviously picking them up is better, but what they tend to do is they tend to just bounce out of the... If you don't pick them up cleanly the first time. See if we can get this lot just here. Let's try this. Okay, get my log grapple onto that. Yeah, I didn't get any of them. Let's try that again. See if we can't scoop them up. Alright, we might need to come up with a better system for picking these up, but for the moment, it seems to be working okay. So I wonder if the forwarder would do a better job just coming up next to the pile of bales, picking them up. But then you've got to unload them, so... what else do we have? Use an excavator, perhaps. I think it's probably going to be easier if I load them directly onto a trailer. What do we got? We've also got yarders. That's more for getting trees out of... Let's have a look. Let's go the excavator actually. So where are we? So we want to go the grapple. So that's a cutting head. Okay, let's lease that. So we've got a fair bit of high ticket equipment, but we're just leasing it for now. So we might be better off just loading directly into a trailer. So let's just see how this goes. So if we go like that, that's in and out. That's in and out. What does that do? Side to side, down. And then we go straight into a logging truck, perhaps. That might be better. Yep, let's do that. Okay, forestry equipment. Because if we do have a forwarder, we still have to unload that. So how fast does this go? This only goes 20 kilometers per hour. But we could unload that with a wood crane potentially. Anyway, let's get the timber runner. So we're gonna lease this one. And we'll just get the man. I'm happy with the green. Let's go with that. So it just eliminates the need for double handling at this stage. And we can just load up the timber a bit more efficiently. So let's park that there. Jump back into the excavator. Haven't really got a good grip here, have I? Let's try and unload this. Well, at least it's in there. Okay. Right, let's see if we can't get some of those logs over there. Over here, I mean. Into our timber runner, so let's have a look. Okay, at least we can get high enough here. Open that up. Put those in there. So this log grapple is a little bit difficult to use. Okay, it's not really. May just have to go with something a bit smaller potentially. Let's see if we can't get a load here. Oh yeah, this is a decent grab. Let's lift these right up. Get them clear, see if we can't. Okay, let that grapple go. Okay. So we've got a few that have fallen out, but that's alright. We'll get there. Let's see if we can go for another run here actually. I'm going to go from the other side. So let's get around this way, get our grapple down. Okay, this is actually working not too badly. This is what I mean about having something to push against, because if I have something to push against, all these logs that are here will be that much easier to pick up. Okay, let's get that up there. Oh, be careful of that one. Alright, so we've made a start. Might try and come up with a bit better way of handling these logs, so while I figure that out, we'll leave this episode here. I'll come back, clean up this yard, and then we'll see if we can improve our logging efficiency and operation in the next video. So thanks for watching, stay tuned for the next one, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.